This week was a break. It was family time, it was swims every morning, time away from work, a week to just switch off. And somewhere between the early morning swims and the long walks and the sitting around the braai and the fire with family, I realized that going into the new year, I don't want to slow down. I want to build this more than ever. This last week for us has been a little bit of everything. We started with a wedding in Stellenbosch, which felt like the perfect way to kick everything off. The celebration, everyone coming together, it was incredible. On the Saturday, we had this incredible dam swim. We went with my cousins and my uncles and we had a little braai there next to the dam, went for a swim. After that, we then headed to a place called Onrus, which is where I am right now. This is where my grandma and my aunt live, and it's this amazing little beach town just about an hour and a half from Cape Town. One thing that became a constant for us every day was going for a swim at the tidal pool. It's called Davy's Pool. There's a little coffee shack there, and every morning we meet up with all the family at 9 a.m. and we go for a swim. Very, very cold water. Every morning we're trying to stay in a little bit longer, and you just come out feeling super refreshed. This routine is just such an amazing thing where you don't really have to think. You just know that every morning you wake up, you head to the tidal pool and you meet everyone else there and you just hang out there with each other for a few hours. And that routine has been one of the most restful things in the last week. I've loved it so much. A lot of this week has been about being with family. From swimming in the dam before the wedding to beach days here in Onrus whenever the weather's good, long lunches somewhere, and then sunset drinks at the tidal pools. Evenings have almost always been a braai somewhere at an uncle or aunt's house with all the cousins. And it's those nights where nothing massive happens, but you're just with family. You just hang out together. And with us living in the UK so far from everyone, this time together is just so nice. And you just spend time together and you just chat about whatever, about life. You just get to know each other again. And then after Christmas, on Boxing Day, my sister booked us in for a horse ride. I haven't ridden a horse in 10 years, but we went along and we had this amazing afternoon riding horses through this apple orchard here near Onrus. It was beautiful. I'm not very good on a horse, but the guide was amazing and we just kind of plodded around this apple orchard for about an hour and a half and I loved it. Okay, it's the next day because my camera died. The waves are actually way higher than they were yesterday. They're getting higher as I'm sat here, so I'll try and be quick. So one of the real highlights in the last week was celebrating my grandma's 80th birthday. We went to this place called Stanford Manor House and had an amazing meal there with all the family. And then about halfway through the meal, there was this commotion outside and there was a snake at the base of this tree. We all went outside and this snake catcher came, the snake wrangler, and we watched this guy catch this snake, and then he gave us a little demonstration of what kind of snake it was. When in Africa, I guess. As the year has been coming to an end and we've had this last week to just relax and be with family, it's been so nice to just take some time and reflect on what has happened the last year. The page that's been growing on Instagram and just how I've been making videos and what kind of videos I want to make. And thinking back to the start of the year, I took the risk of starting from the lodge on Instagram and just telling myself, stop caring about what other people think and just go for it, just make what you want to make. And that simple step has led to some incredible opportunities, has given me so much direction and purpose for my future and where we're headed into 2026. So yeah, it's just really nice to take a moment and pause and be grateful for taking that risk, being able to take that risk, and that it's actually paying off and it's growing. So thinking about this last week, it's just made me realize that taking proper time off is so important. It doesn't kill momentum, it allows you to reflect, and if anything, it makes things clearer for where you're headed. I think if you just keep going without resting, then you can just get stuck. Your content gets stale and the ideas get stale and your creativity stalls. So going into 2026, I feel rested, I feel motivated and very excited to keep building from the lodge. I mean, it sounds very cheesy, but this year has definitely changed my life in terms of giving it direction and clarity of what I want to focus on and what I want to build. And creatively, I've fallen in love with photography more than ever. Studying these photographers every week, setting myself the task to do that, to make a little 3-minute video on someone new every week, has just grown my understanding of what photography is, how to tell stories with a camera beyond anything that I could have ever done. So yeah, I really don't want to stop. I want to keep making better videos and better work. And YouTube is a big part of that for me this year. I've spent 2025 focusing on Instagram and short form videos, but YouTube is where I've always wanted to make films and make longer videos. And I used to be so caught up on trying to make everything perfect for YouTube, but I think consistency is the key, and I just want to show up every week, whatever that may look like. Just follow that creativity, not think about the views, not think about anything like that, and just see where it goes. I want to see in a year's time what consistency here on YouTube looks like. So vlogs like this and creative projects, reflections, tutorials, gear videos. Every week I'm gonna try something new. Hopefully along the way I'll find some clarity here, clarity in my longer form content. So yeah, that was our week. That was our Christmas. Family time, movement, rest. I think tonight we're going to have some sunset drinks, if there is a sunset, and we're going to do a midnight swim here on New Year's Eve, which I'm looking forward to. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.